I spent a good share of my time talking with assistant principals when I was younger. And I had one specifically that was at my junior high and then went to my high school. And he was kind of a role model to me. So when I got a little bit older and I was in college, I kind of referred back to some of those memories and decided that's kind of what I want to do. So I was one that went into teaching, but actually knew before I went into teaching that I thought someday I'd want to be an administrator. Some administrators get caught up in kids are doing things they shouldn't be doing, so we raise our voice, we yell at them, we chew them out. When in reality, a lot of kids have bad habits, right? Vaping's a bad habit. Sloughing is a bad habit. Doesn't mean it's a bad kid. So I should treat them in a way that lets them know, look, I don't like the behavior. I'm sorry you have this habit. Maybe we can talk about ways to change that habit, but I don't have to destroy that relationship to do it. When I first became a principal a long time ago, I was at an inner city middle school, and it was one of the lowest functioning schools in the state. One of the things I did is I used that school for essentially experimenting. We would try things. If it worked, we would build on it. If it didn't work, we would say, hey, that's okay, we tried it, now let's try something else. Within 3 years, we were recognized for some of the largest test score gains in the state of Utah from middle school, which was one of the biggest lessons I actually learned on the other end, that whatever you're doing, you need to do it in a way that is not about you, it's about the system. So hopefully when I leave Cyprus, it's okay that I leave Cyprus, and the things that we've done will still be here and entrenched in this community.
I feel like I'm making a difference in students' lives, so it's different from when I was a teacher, right? Like I had relationships with the students in my classes, and so I don't have the same type of relationships, but as I build relationships with the students that I'm able to, or even with the teachers, that's trickling down and helping create those relationships with students as well. Well, actually, I can think of a specific student. Last year, I saw her a lot because she wasn't going to class. She was in trouble a lot. I had a lot of conversations with her, a lot of conversations with her parent. And then this year, she's really understanding, starting to go to class. She comes and talks to me about different things. And so I think it's building that relationships with students that help them know that we care about them. And it's not just about like, hey, you're in trouble, like you didn't go to class today, right? There's more to it than that. It might take time to help students understand that, but to help them kind of turn that around and to help them start going to school and see the importance of it in education. How many hours I spent in schools. There's a lot of things that you don't learn in class. A lot of the things you don't learn until you're in a school, like the student discipline. So I really enjoyed or appreciated the time that I was able to spend in schools through the BYU program.
What really stood out to me is it was a personalized mentorship, right? We communicated every week. We could talk about what was going on in my experience as a brand new assistant principal or intern assistant principal. I think in a lot of schools, people get put in a position where they're just told, here are some tasks that you need to do. That's one of the things I really took from that mentorship is your role is not defined as I'm a disciplinarian. What's that bigger picture? What are you seeing in those other moments? How can your evaluation with a teacher be more than just checking off boxes of how you rate them? How can that experience be a real dialogue about growth?
For me, I had 2 job offers. I had one in Canyons and one in Granite. And I'm not saying that it's based on me, but I think a lot of it was based on BYU's program. Me being able to really be prepared for what was in the schools and be passionate. I was able to find my passion, my reason when I was at BYU.
There are things in different parts of that program that if you just try to understand the real principle behind it, you're still working in another capacity, and it's easy to just look at it as a checklist experience, and I just want to get these classes done. The people that really move forward are the people that really understand why those principles are being taught. There's a reason that you have those classes, right? And it's not just because you're fulfilling a requirement. Those are the things that actually prepare you